It has been 4.5 months since I announced Project 2 Kings on my channel. This project was started by myself and my partner Nightgrip in the summer of 2022. With such a long amount of time between this video and my last one about this project, I think it is time that I update you all on our progress. The goal of the project is to see both of us become the rank 1 group on the 2-man group Hardcore Ironman High Scores. And to do this, we put a target on the back of the current rank 1 team, Andy from Vent. Since my last video about the project, I have been tracking the combined progress of both teams for the past 4.5 months, so let's see how both sides have been doing. As you can see, the statistics don't look good for myself and my partner. The Andy from Vent team have recorded just over 380 million experience in the past few months, whereas my group has recorded just 43 million. But the differences between the two sides on this experience tracker don't take into account the other factors that are affecting the progress of both sides. Both of the accounts in the Andy from Vent team are finished. They are both maxed, and so therefore they are in the late game, whereas both of the accounts in the 2 Kings are still in the early game. Both myself and Nightgrip are in the progress of questing our accounts, whilst grinding out the levels towards 99 in each of the 23 skills. In comparison to our main competition, the comparisons in progress are going to look skewed like this for quite some time, and I suspect that it won't be until next year that the 2 Kings group begins recording progress in a similar vein to the Andy from Vent team. This is because by next year, our accounts should be built in a manner to compete properly for the rank 1 position on these high scores. Comparisons between a group that has 2 maxed accounts versus a group that has 2 accounts in the early game may be a bit silly, but myself and Nightgrip are in this for the long haul. By showing the large gap that existed in these early days of the project, I can create a narrative that shows how impressive it will be when the 2 Kings group attains the rank 1 position. In regards to what progress we have made since our last video, I can show this screenshot I took from the day after we started the project in comparison to where we are today. We have a long road ahead of us to beat the Andy from Vent team to the rank 1 position, and I hope you will follow it with us as I will continue recording our progress and uploading it to this channel. In the past 4.5 months, the 2 Kings project hasn't been the only thing that I have been doing. In October of last year, the Fresh Start World servers launched, which I begun playing on release. My progress in FSW stagnated my progress in Project 2 Kings, which is a contributing factor for why there is even a larger gap between us and the rank 1 team today. I played FSW for 2.5 months, rising to the position of rank 15 before quitting the game mode a few weeks ago. In that time I have transferred the account over to the main game, where my goal has been getting it built up and ready for PKing on the main game. I expect that this account will be ready for PKing by next month. As for my free to play only, it has climbed up the rankings over the past few months and into the top 25. Recent changes in how EHP is tracked in free to play has recently seen me drop down from rank 21 to rank 23, but I am just a day away from climbing back up to rank 22, and I should be back in the 3K club by the end of the month. I have all the resources and gold that I need to accomplish the maximum total level in free to play, but I am resigned to completing 200 million experience in defense first, and I want to finish questing Joyfulness X before I use up all of these supplies for training in free to play. Lastly, skilling and PKing have not been the only things I have been doing as of late. With the Wilderness rework update coming out, I engaged in a bit of PVM in the Wilderness, and I got a Fangs of Venenatis drop which I split between me and my friends. I have also recently been learning how to do the Tombs of a Massacre on my main account, and though my raid accounts are low, I managed to complete 3 hard mode TOAs, which I am quite happy with. Between skilling, PKing and PVM, I don't want to be a one-dimensional player and only stick to one of the 3. I would like to become good, perhaps even great, at all 3 of them, and so learning how to raid will add itself to my skill level in old school RuneScape. At the end of this update video, I can only say that I must become better.
You remind me of me when I was younger, depressed and sullen. Matter of fact, I tried to kill myself a couple of times. Never could get that shit right. Biology wasn't my strong suit. I hated myself, man. Still do. But that shit was a weakness for a long time. And then I realized that shit was my power. People walk around, act like they know what hate means. Nah, no one does until you hate yourself. Truly hate yourself.
Making it feel like I'm menace. Running these hoes just like tennis. What would you throw to my image? Black, 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 black. Send me all there with the scars. I'm back in the bed with the cold. I'm back in the bed with the phone. Screw back in the bed with the now. I'm back in them hitting the plotting. Back in them screaming with robbers. Come back in them drinking to drop it. Come home, you stuck in my yard. Scamming, give me your call. Off of a cup of them balls. Chop a cut, kicking. All the fuck, spitting. Talking a lot of that guala. From the essays to the shots. Little yappers. Get my pills straight from the doctor. Up from the jump on my shit. Off of the dump on my heel. Did the shots and come back in the crack. Smoking that back off the jack. Oh, then slowly. 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 Oh, then slowly.
Stop telling me what to think, 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 stop telling me what to think. Assumptions always being
I am big up on the eight. Said that say something's coming from miles away. Too big that they the race. Covered by lungs, out like a last place. Always hit back, shake guns in the face. Open up a smoke, let me get a fucking taste. What the fuck you gotta say? Young play, gun, dame, night, rain, got nothing now. I never been one for big inside, but that you suicide. Yeah, I project them up every day, but let's do run that project on the people inside. Make it run, make it hide, make it swim, make it fly. But I'll hold them day and night for the rest of my life. Get to watch them turn and shake it like a crocodile. All the while my chopper smile. Fight the bullet, that's not my style. Not even a land dance style, big bow. You thought that your life would be worthwhile. Just another fucking breaking foul. First came school, then you get a job. Now you fucking bitch, fucking down the aisle. Same neighborhood with the down the south. Bring it with the kitchen, bring it out new towns. Don't touch that fucking down. Let's see what's on TV.